Hi guys, I'm back up here with another message for, this is another daily message, motivational message for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. Last but not least, is going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? All right, for this daily motivational message, we will be starting this reading off with a quote from David Goggins. And we'll have 3 cards from the Law of Attraction deck to really clarify and really get in depth with that, with this quote, this message from David Goggins, basically. Okay, so let's go on and get it popping. Okay, so the quote is: "You have to do your You have to do your best when you're least motivated." Okay, you have to do your best when you're least motivated. The reason why you have to do your best when you're least motivated, that's when it counts, okay? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, those moments when you are tempted to, let's say you set a goal and you've been on a streak, right? Those moments when you're least motivated are the times that can make and break those times if you're going to continue to move forward on this path or goal towards whatever you're trying to achieve, okay? So this is that type of energy. If you've been in this position with, I guess, restraining yourself from things that are no longer serving you, you can be tempted to move in that direction, right? So that's why when it comes in, you have to do your best work in those times, because that's going to dictate if you're going to keep doing it, right? This is that type of energy. It's easier when you're inspired, right? But when it counts is when you're least motivated, when you are tempted to procrastinate, right? That's when that shit counts, because in those moments, those are the moments that break streaks, break good positive habits, break motion towards a better direction in your life, is when you're motivated to go backwards, right? Or you're tempted to go backwards. This is that type of energy. So I understand what Goggins was talking about here. You have to do your best work when you're least motivated, because those times are when it counts. Okay, so it's about you staying focused on your belief, right? About what is coming towards you and why you're doing it. Because before you even decide to commit yourself to something, you have to know why you're doing it and staying focused on the why. Because the moment that you lose why is the moment that you're not going to do it anymore. Hence, you're going to fall in that trap and go backwards, right? The message is, I believe that each check I write brings money back to me tenfold. So yes, that has to do with finances, but this has to do more about your burning desire, your belief in whatever you're doing, whatever you're committing to, whatever you're dedicated to, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. I don't know why my nose itches so much. I'm sorry. And I noticed that when I do a lot of these, when I tap into these readings, like my nose like really itches, like when I'm getting messages and things like that. I'm sorry, excuse me, but I've also seen other readers deal with that same problem. So I wonder, is it like a psychic thing or something like that? But excuse that, right? Anyways, but yeah, going back to the message, you have to believe. You gotta have a passion on why you are doing what you're doing, right? So that burning desire within yourself, believing, having faith, right? Because this is faith here, right? In what is faith? Faith is in the unseen. Really, faith is like thanking God in advance for something, right? This is that type of energy because you already know it's coming, right? This is that type of energy that I'm seeing here in these moments in time. You're going to have that faith. And while having that faith, not only can you just have faith, because faith without works is dead, right? We know that because here it's saying here we got to do our best work in the spaces when we're least motivated. In this, when we feel like giving up, when we feel like slacking off, when we feel like not doing what the fuck we're doing, right? This is that type of energy. I've really been on this water fast, and I've been tempted to break it, right? This is that type of energy where I had to tell myself this quote here. I had to let myself know, because my best work happens, right? I need to do my best work in the times of temptation, right? The times when I'm least motivated to keep doing this, when I want to give up, right? This is that type of energy. This goes with even these readings at this time, right? Being committed to that, what is it? What do they call it? The 3 to 5 o'clock successful times. Yeah. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., waking up at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. I know it's not 3 right now, but I wanted to get this out since I'm already here. But committing to that 3 to 5 a.m., like waking up, I guess, route, right, of what successful people tend to wake up as, right? There's a whole video, or not a whole video, a whole thing. There's like research and things behind that, but this ain't the place to talk about that right now, right? The moral of the story is there's times that I don't want to wake up at 3 in the morning to do these daily messages, right? Because these daily messages are not only for y'all, they're and therapeutic for y'all, right? They're therapeutic for myself as well, right? This with me having self-discipline, self-control, dedication to do these, right? This is why it started, is to build self-discipline, to build commitment, committing to something, to build dedication, right? This is that type of energy here. Not only is these readings helping you, it's helping me too, right? This is that type of energy here in these moments in time. You got to have that faith and focus on that faith. You got to know why. Hence, not only can you just focus on the faith or only have faith, you're going to have to focus on it. There we go, with the motivation. You're going to have to keep your focus on that. You're going to have to stay motivated when it comes to your truth. Keep that fire alive, right? It says, I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. Yeah, this is about keeping that. Once you start that flame, once you start that spark, keeping that flame and that spark alive as you were on the journey to where you're trying to go. If you're in this energy of trying to make changes in your life, we want to make changes day by day. All of this starts day by day, right? This is that type of energy. What can I do today to help my tomorrow and to help my future? That's overall, in the overall green, the scheme of things, right? It's going to help my life, right? So you're going to have to stay motivated. You're going to have to keep that fire. And how do you keep that fire? By maintaining it, right? You're going to have to keep maintaining it. It's constantly repetition, right? But there's going to be times on your path where you're not going to feel motivated to do whatever you're doing. That's when you go back to the why. Understanding the why. Why am I doing this, right? Hence, staying focused on the why with the focus card. I focus my logical mind to make smart, effective business decisions. Yes, staying focused on the why. Staying focused on the belief. Staying focused on your walk and knowing why you're doing it once again, so you don't forget why you're doing it. Because the moment you forget why you're doing it, you're not going to do it, right? So this is that energy here. Those moments of weakness, right? Hence, those least motivated times. Those when you feel least motivated, those are the times that it counts. Because in those moments, in those midnight hours right there, in those dark hours, in those times when you want to just let this shit go, that is the determined factor if you continue to move forward towards success or you break it. Right? It's those moments when you don't feel like doing shit. You don't feel like doing whatever you're asking or you've been doing. Right? This is that energy, because those moments are going to break your streak. Those moments are going to keep you from evolving. Those moments right there are going to stop the path, right? Or the course that you've been going. Is in those moments of a weakness, in those moments where you feel least motivated. Okay? To wrap this message up, it's about you really putting emphasis on those times, because it's easy to get things done when you're inspired. It's easy to get things done when you're inspired. You don't get no brownie points for that. The brownie points come from, right, when you don't feel like doing what the fuck you're doing. If you, let's use an example. Let's say you're trying to lose weight. You have to stay committed to going to the gym, eating right, drinking water, things of that nature. There's going to be a time on your journey towards losing weight that you're going to be tempted to not go to the gym. You're going to be tempted to go get that fucking pizza. You're going to be tempted to start drinking soda. You're going to be tempted to do all these things, right? That's when it counts, in those moments right there. Right? Right there. Because that's what's going to show, first of all, yourself, but also your creator. Is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? Right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all readings are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set. I come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys and start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. Last but not least, is going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? To wrap this message up, you have to do your best work when you are least motivated, because those times are when it's going to count. Those times is going to either determine if you make and break this habit that you're trying to either change, modify, or break. Shift. Right? Right. I want y'all to have a good day, and bye-bye.